And we are live. Okay. We are day trading in the evening. Let's make sure I got my right account pulled up here. Yes, I do. I really ought to see if I can adjust. Let's see. Maybe we'll adjust it later. Or now. I don't know. Oh gosh. All right, we'll see how that works for now. Well, I'm excited, folks. I got a new microphone to just slowly working on improving the quality of my videos. So I bought a nice streaming mic. It's a HyperX microphone. Pretty popular from what I saw. Lots of good reviews. Looks cool. It glows red. Okay, I'm actually seeing a decent opportunity to hop in here. 56 and 27 and I. Okay, we actually just took a trade. This is our trade right here in MT4. Here's our take profit. Here's our stop. Yeah, I like the look of this one so far. Oh, it almost got it. How's my P&L looking? Ah, of course it's still off. Oh man, I never know when to move my stop loss to break even. Oh, you know you want to get up there. Just get up there. I believe in you. Come on. Oh, no. No, no, no. All right, well, let me tell you why we took that trade. So that was right at the post of this candle. Still keeping an eye on this. That's good rejection toward the downside. But at the post of this candle, and I'll get into a little bit more and get into these indicators a little bit more. But this is a gray dagger, and this is this you can use this as a signal, which I did. So we decided to buy, and our stop loss, we're just keeping it simple. It's a 5-bar ATR on the 5-minute chart. Take profit is a 5-bar ATR on the 1-minute chart. So this is my 1-minute chart, 2-minute chart, and a 5-minute chart, and a 30-minute chart right here. But as soon as we're filled on this trade, hopefully it goes up when we get ourselves a winner here. Something I've thought about doing, since our take profit is on a 5-bar ATR, and if we get 5 bars in, then I think if the trade's still going at that point, then we can look at moving the stop loss to break even, assuming that the price is above our entry. If it's below, I guess you just let it run until it goes above. So we got in here 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe at the post of the next bar. Oh! There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. We got it. We got it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. Sorry, I just want to take a second and fix my P&L. I think it's going to be a second before we get another signal, which I'll get into. Don't you worry. All right, P&L. And what happens if we do this? Okay, pull that down a little more. All right. Okay, that is what we want. Stream settings. Interesting. All right, so basically this is what these are. So these, make this look better here. Bloop. All right. So these indicators are from Day Trading University. So I took the course, or am taking the course through Day Trading University, rather. So these are their proprietary indicators, and I'll just briefly give you an overview of them, I guess. So again, 30-minute chart, 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart. This is the setup that I like so far. So this green and red line, this is called the pressure indicator. Kind of the signals, or what you're looking for there, is how the price action interacts with that. Often it works like support or resistance. You're looking at which color is on top. You're looking at the angles, how close they are to each other. Are they diverging? Are they converging? And these are all things that we look at. And then on our 5-minute chart, there's a whole bunch of orange and blue lines. This indicator is called the TNT. Orange lines essentially go in the direction of the trade. Blue lines go in the opposite direction of the trade. With a few little nuances, I guess you could say. With the blues, if they cross, you could take that as a signal in whatever direction that the thick blue is facing, and so I'll look for that. And then we have these down here. These are called the majors and minors. Majors are the red and green. Minors are the gray and black. Oh hey, Chris! I think you're on my stream the other morning. Yeah, actually, I just started. What is it, like 12 and a half minutes ago? Yeah, so we're actually in a live account now, which has been funded by Day Trading University, and as you can see, my P&L in the top right corner is where I'm at so far. I mean, I was funded $2,500, and I think I'm just going to take teeny tiny lot sizes until I can kind of get used to, before I'll gradually increase that. But yeah, well, awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming back to the stream. Super appreciate it. But yeah, these indicators, again, majors and minors, you can look at these a lot like an RSI. That's basically the gist of it, I guess. And you can look for special patterns with these. In fact, I might have missed one right here. Yeah, I mean, technically. So when you have separation here, another person going after the same goal. So you're learning how to day trade. Is that what you're saying? So basically, what we're looking for here, I've been trying for a year, it is a steep learning curve. It is something that you have to freaking, and I'm still not there yet. I mean, this whole YouTube channel is is basically documenting my journey, and I've tried all I've dabbled in a whole bunch of different types of trading. Oh, good. Yeah, do whatever works. I mean, like I said, I've been trading all sorts of different things. I've done stocks, I've done options, the wheel strategy with options with limited success. But yeah, I really like the idea of day trading. I like the idea of being able to trade for a few hours a day, and then I can pretty much do whatever I want after that. And just the freedom of time. Yeah, I'd be interested in hearing what you're doing, though. Whether it's day trading or, whatever. Top Trader Live. What's that about? It's a business for people who need additional day trading help. So is it like a service? Like, do you have a course? How does that work? +20 personal day traders that I follow 3 times a day. So you're following day traders, and basically when they make a trade, you'll make a trade. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good way to go. What's cool about this course through Day Trading University is that you get access to. Oh, nice. It's you get access to professional trading coaches who live stream their trades every morning and evening, and you can follow them. You can take the trades that they take and learn from them and all this stuff. And yeah, it's been pretty good. And the coach that I have has been really nice too. 90% win rate. That, yeah, but like, what's the I guess his risk to reward that he's doing? I mean, 90% sounds good for sure. It's from Dubai. Get in pairs until I start winning. Yeah, like I said, do whatever works for you. But yeah, I mean, if day trading was easy, or any kind of trading for that matter, everyone would do it. there's a reason why they say 90% of traders lose money, and I think the main reason why is because the majority of people who start investing or trading lose money and then they give up, and so they. But it's a steep learning curve, and I've been looking at charts and screens and practicing this until my freaking eyes want to fall out. Something I want to get down for sure. It's like we're getting a little bit of a drawback here. So, hard rules that I'm looking for when I'm looking for the trade. First thing I look at, need to go. He's on 2 minutes. Cool. Well, thanks for joining us, Chris. Go ahead and leave a like. It sure helps me out if you do that, and I'll check this guy out. Let's see here. So, hard rules I'm looking for here with these indicators is I'm looking at the thin orange lines on the 30-minute and 5-minute chart. Hard rule is those have to be going in the same direction for me to even consider taking a trade. And so at that point, then we're like, if these are both pointing up, these thin oranges, then I'm looking to take a buy trade. If they're pointing down, looking to take a sell, obviously. The signal to actually take a trade, I'm basing off of this right here. So there's a couple of patterns that I look for. Number one are the majors and minors committing to, I'd say I call this bear territory and bull territory here. So are the majors and minors committing to either of these territories? If they both are, that can be a signal. Also, there's there's a pattern that I like to call a hydra, which would be this right here, where there's the minors are kind of going into each other, and the majors are still pointing up, and the minors are kind of going into the majors there. For this, also called deer antlers or hydra. I just call it hydra because it's easier to say faster. So that would be a signal. Also, I mentioned this a little earlier, but something like this, a gray dagger. This is actually a good one right here. This is actually the one where we took our trade, on in, right here is where we got our take profit. So that's what I'm looking for in the 1 minute chart. And right now it looks like we're not really looking for anything at the moment, just because our oranges are not agreeing with each other. But I actually have a nice, decent looking hydra. Could look a little bit better, but this is something that's definitely indicating a long-term bullish trend. And it looks like we're just getting a bit of a drawback in the on the 5 minute chart. And I mentioned the pressures like to act as support or resistance. So we're probably going to see this, assuming that this trend continues. We'll see this bounce off of this these pressure lines right here, whether it bounces off the red or the greens. You can do both. And then we would wait for basically this to bounce off, for this orange line to point up, and for the rest of the TNT lines, the rest of these orange and blue lines, to give us kind of agreeing that that's what the price wants to do. So looks like it's pointing up. Okay, so this is Actually, good setup here. Kind of a Hydra here. And I actually gotta get this teed up as quick as possible. Okay, so not pointing up yet. Okay, so we're not taking a trade here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously just based off of that. So I would want at least 3 of these 14 T's pointing in the correct direction. With at least the orange, the thin orange, pointing in the direction. That's a hard rule. That one's got to be facing the right way. Ideally, the blues are pointing in the opposite direction. Both the oranges are pointing in the direction of the trade. And then I mentioned this earlier, the one exception is if the blues are crossing each other. Not like this kind of cross where they're kind of, crossing like both pointing up. That doesn't count. But like an actual X, where it's crossing like that, then that's, you can look at the thick blue line and you can count that going in the direction of your trade. If it's a blue cross pointing in the opposite direction of the trade, then you don't count that. You just take that as one's pointing away and one's pointing for the trade. Probably doesn't make sense the way I explain it, but I'm sure we'll see it at some point. Let's see here. You know what? I don't know why I haven't done this before. Don't think I can. Nope. Okay. Never mind. Okay, so we're still just kind of waiting for a setup here. Yeah, the easy thing to look at are the oranges, You can start paying attention when the oranges are pointing the same direction. All this one's kind of wiggling around, so I mean, if this shoots up pretty quick, then that we could actually get a signal. So we can't just not pay attention at all. Alright, I'm actually going to post this on my Facebook and see if I can get some traction there, huh? Alright, still waiting. I do have other pairs that we could be looking at, but the yen is the most active during this time frame in the evening. And I find I do a lot better. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is. I mean, we just have to adjust. I don't know. Maybe we could look at some other pairs at the same time. I just like the movement, the extra movement that the yen, euro, US dollar has, or not euro, US dollar, US dollar yen. Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I just like prefer trading the yen, and it's actually moving pretty slow right now though. 30, 34. That's pretty slow. Let's see if anything else is moving. The Aussie US dollar is actually moving a good amount. It's been a good pullback on the 30-minute chart. Rejection at the pressure line here. It looks like it's wanting to make its way back down. This would be very bearish signal if this actually closes this post underneath the pressure line here. Yeah, all we'd really be waiting for is for this to go down, which I'm actually surprised it's still pointing up that strongly right now with all this movement back down. Go back to the yen. Okay. Looks like it's still trying to decide if it wants to bounce off this pressure line or if it wants to go back through. Ooh. Ooh, we actually now have the orange pointing down here. Orange pointing down here. And that is the only TNT line that is pointing down. I was just going to say, we have a Hydra setting up right here and here. I think on the 30-minute chart, let's see, did we just post? We did just post. I think 30 is wanting to test this line. All right, so we would not, even if the TNTs were looking better here, we wouldn't have taken this simply because the majors here were not pointing down still. They're kind of going into each other. If they were, that'd be a good looking Hydra. Ah. But we are currently looking for bearish trades. No, well, this is pretty wobbly. I mean, this could point back up in a second. Yeah, 1 second later, it's pointing up now. Just like I said. I told you. And to the one viewer in my stream right now, thanks for joining us, or joining me, rather. Yeah, go ahead and say hi in the chat. I always respond, simply because you'd be the only person chatting right now. Oh, he left. I scared him away. I always do that. Whenever I'm like, hey, welcome. They're like, peace. Peace out. Okay. We have a bullish Hydra forming here, which it doesn't look like we're going to be able to take a trade on. Orange, thin orange is not agreeing with that decision. And it's falling apart anyway, so it doesn't look like we're even going to feel like we're missing out on anything. It'd be kind of cool to see that post. Yeah. Yep. Both the green and the red have to post above the line. Oh man. Let's see if we can get in trouble here. Let's actually look at some other pairs. The Aussie's actually moving. It's moving. Let's see. A second ago, I was saying that maybe this is gonna go back and continue down, but it looks like it's going up. See, right here would have been a great trade. This is actually kind of the perfect setup right here, so make sure I'm not missing anything. A little possible gray dagger there, but anyway. So posting above the pressure, which is always a bonus. Orange up, orange up, orange up. Both blues are pointing. Let's see. This was right there. So one of the blues was pointing up, the other was down. Both oranges were up, so T and T's were good. And yeah, look at that. We would have won that trade real quick. Let's see what else is going on. That's not moving enough. That's not moving enough. That's not really moving enough. I guess we could keep an eye on the Aussie. I mean, I'd really like both of these to be moving a little bit more, to be honest. Bum, bum, bum. Hmm. I need to adjust this again. There we go. That's better. Your thoughts on gold? I like gold. I would not mind owning more physical gold. um, I haven't trade. I haven't traded gold yet. Haven't really looked at it. It's an interesting thought though. I'm just looking, focusing on foreign exchange right now, on currencies. And then I think after that, I'll start looking closer at indexes and possibly futures. I actually really like the idea of futures. Just seems a little more straightforward as far as trading it. But I think right now gold just is a great kind of more of a buy and hold sort of scenario, just with the way inflation and everything is going right now. Okay. Short-term bearish and long-term bullish. Yuan? I don't think my broker actually. Oh, maybe they do. Do they have? Yeah, they actually don't have that currency available. We are actually getting a gray dagger set up right here, though. So we're gonna keep an eye on this. Oh, just okay. The spread isn't terrible. Okay, doesn't look like we're going to. We're not gonna get a gray dagger here. Yeah, we are just kind of chilling in this range right now. That right there. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out in this channel. Ah, I hate channels. Still looking for a bullish trade. Both oranges are still pointing up. Yeah, with this trend, yeah, rejection, breaks through, rejection, resistance, support, resistance. I I think, I mean, just I don't know. I don't know. I was just gonna say I think this will probably eventually break to the downside. But now I'm thinking, why do I think that? Because I want it to? Ah, could be. Could break to the upside though. I mean, I think the reason why I would, if I had to guess which way it would break to the downside, is just simply because this pressure line got the red on top, which is a point. Oh, big move. All right, something's happening. We'll see if this closes above, or if we're going to get kind of a situation right here where it was rejected. Still have 2 minutes left on this bar. Ooh, however, right here, have a really good looking Hydra, bullish Hydra. Orange is pointing up, blue's pointing down, then orange is pointing up. This looks good. This looks good. I mean, this is almost as good as it gets, so I'm going to go ahead and tee up this trade and get ready to hop in. Only thing I don't like is it's just really not moving a whole lot. I'm going to guess if we hop in here, we're going to be in there for longer than we would like before it really moves where we want it to. All right, we're going to hop in. Bloop. And there's our trade. We're looking for it to go here. Yeah, still the only thing I don't like is that it's just really not moving a lot. It's just, price is moving very slow right now. Slower than I like. Alright, have the live P&L for this trade going. But we'll take the trade, we'll see what happens. Alright, so this is good. We did post above this, which I think is a very good sign. Very good sign for us. I'd like these miners to be committing to the upside a little bit more, a lot more actually. We are getting at the post a little bit kind of half and half as far as mixed signals on the TNTs, which that alone doesn't necessarily cause for us to start worrying just quite yet. Do have convergence on the pressures, which in this case is bullish. On this close we had good commitment up into bull territory, and we also have a Hydra forming right here in the 5-minute chart, which is also something that I really like to see. About halfway through the life of this bar, this is looking very, very bullish as well. And if we can get this to kink up real quick, that would be a really good looking gray dagger and would actually be a signal to buy right there. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. Now, in order for this, oh hey, there we go. There we go. 2 for 2. 2 first. Deuces. And we are up $2.74. Now, like I said earlier in the stream, this is we're being extremely safe with our with this account. So this is live money. This is money that I've been funded from a day trading university, and I only get a percentage of the earnings over the high water mark. So I'm not quite at a point as a day trader to where I'm confident enough to risk 1% per trade or more for that matter. At this point, just still learning, being safe. Not going to do anything stupid. I don't want to dig myself into a hole that I'd have to dig myself out of. So we're not necessarily looking for big gains here. We're just looking for consistent wins. But this is good. Gray dagger. I'm going to say no. Well, like we didn't anyway, because I do have a Hydra here. I just would prefer to see a Hydra with both of the majors and minors coming from the middle here. But we'll go ahead and put in a... Let's see, our stop would have been about right here. And then our take profit would have been the measuring tool. I think it's about 22. About right. So just under this 50% line. So we'd still be in it technically. We would have gotten super close. Well, assuming that there aren't crazy spreads, which, speaking of spreads, it looks like there's about a about a 3 to 5 point spread right now, which isn't terrible. That's usually about what the yen is. It's just when we're looking for these really small moves and the market's really not moving a whole ton, those spreads are make a pretty big difference. Let's see what the Aussie's doing. Yeah, Aussie's moving slower than the yen. Alright, the yen's actually picking up. Oh, it's really picking up. I mean, definitely not as fast as it could be moving, but it's definitely picking up. Okay. Currently, oranges are pointing. Thin oranges are pointing down and up, so we're really not looking for anything at the moment. As a general rule, the price does like to go back to pressure, or rather, pressure likes to go to price. Looks like in this case, pressure's going to price, so I would guess that we're probably not going to see anything significant happen until we get some kind of interaction here. Well, it looks like it's, for the past little while been using the pressure as support. So hopefully that gives us another opportunity to go long here, because that's definitely going to give us an opportunity in a lot shorter time than for us to have to wait for this to go down and for this 30-minute thin orange to start pointing down too. Yeah. Oh, you didn't see what I was doing over here because my MT4 chart was in the way. Yeah, I was just saying this is pointing up, this is pointing down, thin orange. Hard rule, those two have to agree. Yeah, like I said, typically the price likes to make its way back to these pressure lines. I could see on the 30-minute here it wanting to make its way back. Although as far as 30-minute chart here, this could just be the beginning of a long-term upward trend. Whoa, sound crazy. Well, to the one current viewer, welcome to the stream. Go ahead and put in the chat what your favorite song is, and I'll pull it up on Spotify and play it for a second. Spice things up a little bit here. Speaking of spicing things up. Okay. Did we miss a trade? No. We almost did though, just looking at these. We do have, hold on, I gotta focus here. All right. Maybe we would have looked at going along here if the TNTs were giving this a little bit more assurance that the price wants to keep going up. At this time, thin orange is pointing up. This is pointing down though. The blues we actually want to be pointing down, so only one of them is pointing down. In the case that the blues are crossing and the blue is pointing toward the direction of the trade, then that's good too. But we did have a cross earlier, but that's not valid right now. This is actually really good right here. Noticing that these pressures are, the green has crossed. Everything is I mean, this is about as bullish as these pressures can look. This is very bullish too. Ooh. I mean, a lot of people will actually take trades just off of this. Make sure we're not missing anything here because we are looking to go long right now. Yeah, so we could have hopped in right here. Which would have been 29. Let's put it in right here. Oh man. I just don't like how slow the market is moving right now. It's just moving so slow. Hmm. Get my other pairs moving a little bit more. It's definitely moving the most of all the pairs that I like to focus on. All right, drinking my water. Now, I will have my Baja Blast. Hmm. There's two types of people in the world. Those who really love Baja Blast, and those who lie about really loving Baja Blast. That's the hard truth right there. Sometimes we could look at taking a trade on something like this where you get a little bit of separation and then they join together. Um, but again, before this posted, all of our TNTs were not giving us permission. Let's see. About chat. Oh, interesting. I put this up here. Um, hmm. That's an interesting idea. Oh no. I also okay. It's moving now. I like the movement that we have right now. Also, I think in situations where the 5 minute chart is really giving some good signals here, we can be a little bit more relaxed with the signals that we're looking for over here, knowing that the longer term chart is telling us go for it. We actually just posted on the 32. This should have been a pretty tough level for this to break, but it just went right through. You could actually, on the 30-minute here, I want to make sure we're not missing anything. Possible gray dagger setup. You know what? I'm gonna add one more TNT line to this. I just don't want things to get too crowded. So what we'd be looking for here, I don't think we're gonna get it. I think price is going down too much. Yeah, we actually have a Hydra, bearish Hydra setting up here, which this is looking like it very much wants to go meet up with pressure here. Both oranges down, both blues up. These are pointing down, and we definitely have room to move down here. And there's a cross right here, which is a very bearish signal. You know what? It might. Ugh. I just haven't had the best luck taking trades when I'm looking to make a trade on a retracement. I found I've had much better luck looking for uh, trades that are going in the direction of the long-term trend, maybe near the ending of some kind of near the end of a retracement. And it looks like we got 2 viewers now. If you're one of my 2 viewers, go ahead and say hi in the chat. If you have if you put your favorite song on there, I'll pull it up on Spotify and we'll play it for a few seconds. Or just say hi. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Don't think I would have taken the trade here, even if I was wanting to take a trade. Going down to the pressure line here, just because this didn't set up quite how we'd want it to. Still very bearish TNTs though. It's still a good amount of room to go where it could go down. Okay, if this decides to go up, you could have a possible Hydra here. These are still very bearish though. Okay, no Hydra. 5 minute TNT, still very bearish. Here is what I would really like to see on this next bar. So orange pointing up, thick orange pointing up, blue still pointing up, thin blue pointing down, crossing the thick blue, giving us a blue cross. And if I could get all that and a good signal over here, money. Okay, that's good. This looks more bearish to me. This looks like it wants to start going down, starting to commit toward bear territory, especially if we get a good bearish bar crosses through the pressure with this cross here. Combine that with all this. Yeah, I think at the very least this is gonna go down and at least touch this red line. If we end up breaking through and posting underneath the pressure here, then we could, you know, at that point, hopefully this orange line is pointing down and we could look at taking a trade. I mean, there's a lot of room for this to move from where it is now to where the pressure is. Actually have a good looking Hydra here. I mean, maybe we could look at getting a few points. Like I said, I just haven't had the greatest luck taking trades on what looks like to be a retracement because it seems like whenever you hop in, it just goes back toward the trend. So just kind of avoiding those for now. I am curious though. Would we? Yeah, we definitely would have won that. We probably would have. Can't remember how many points exactly, but Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean that definitely would have been where that's about two. It's about 2 pips, a little over 2 pips. Ball blast. Okay, let's see if this bounces off or breaks through. Probably what ends up happening is this just kind of gets stuck right here for a little bit and it consolidates, kind of like what happened right here for a little bit. That tends to be happens, assuming that we just don't bounce off or if it doesn't just slam through, then it tends to move pretty sideways. It's just not moving. Let's take a peek at the Aussie. It's basically moving about the same. Although, we did get a freaking good run here. But yeah, look at that. Consolidation and just whoop. But yeah, I mean this is a perfect example of what we'd be looking for. So at this post is when we hang on. Yeah, yeah. At this post we would have gone in because we have both committing into bull territory here, majors and minors. Um, both oranges are pointing up, both blues are pointing down. And yeah, orange is pointing up here. And we actually had yeah, at the same time, that 5 minute candle was committing into bull territory at the same time on the 1 minute. So we wouldn't have gotten all this just because we have a take profit limit. Um, but I mean, MT4 will let you play around with trailing stop losses and things like that. But um, yeah, something to play around with and back testing as far as seeing if you can get these bigger movements. I wouldn't be surprised if I mean, it could keep going. Looks like we're getting a little bit of consolidation here. There might be something further back. Yeah, there's some level. There's some resistance a little further back. Go back to the yen. Yeah. Oops, wrong one. Let's see this one. Yeah, it's really not moving. Yeah, the yen still has the most movement. No. Okay. What could happen here is we bounce off as a green line, or it continue to go down, posts underneath. We actually have Hydra forming here too. Ah, man, this is tempting just to hop in. We'd be breaking our first and only, first hard rule is thin oranges have to agree. But like two hydras at the same time, it's pretty meaty. I mean, these are pointing down too. Thick orange is pointing down. There's room to go. Always fun to see what would happen though. Let's see, that probably would have been about 35 points. And then probably like a 15. Yeah, so about halfway. Take profit about halfway between the 50% here. Give or take. Yeah, we be going against us so far. This is why we follow the rules, guys. Stick to the plan. Ooh. The neck just exploded. Exploded. I turn on my light. As you have probably noticed by now, I am a Shelby fan. I mean, I even got the Mustang shirt on. I got the GT 500 in the background of the screen. I got the Ford GT 40. Oh man. My desktop background picture is a GT 350. What's the other one? Oh, and then I have the new Ford GT on my other screen. So yeah, lots of, I don't know, I just like Mustangs and the Ford GT. Oh man, I just not really seeing any opportunities coming up here. We did not break through. We tested this. We've actually tested it twice now, and it's like, nah. Another thing that we could have saw when we were like looking at this and seeing this double Hydra action here is notice that we're basically in the middle of no man's land here. I mean, you gotta have some pretty good signals to want to take trades when you're kind of inside the pressure lines. Oh man. I wish YouTube allowed music without copyright infringement issues. In other news, I did register for so there's a prop firm called Surge Trader. They do monthly contests, and the top 3 winners actually get the prizes are funded accounts, 100,000 for first, 50,000 for second, and 25,000 for third. Now there's thousands. There's usually like 3 to 5,000 people, and somehow people are able to get like a 40 to 60% return in a week. It's crazy. So I probably won't win, but at least I'll be getting some experience. And if you're in the top 20, you get a discount on their program. Let's see. Right, you could have possibly looked at this and saw, okay, we're getting commitment toward the upside. Wouldn't have gone in though because the orange was still pointing down. And then right here, same thing. We had a really good looking Hydra. Orange was still pointing down at the post. Now it's pointing up. So yeah, I mean, that would have been nice to catch right there, but you're not going to catch all of them. Nice if we could. Ugh. I'm just gonna say we're officially in a position now to where we can start looking at taking a long trade, a buy trade. But as soon as I about to say that, this is technically pointing down. It's wiggling around. I mean, it's pointing up now. But that's kind of nice. This actually kind of gives us an opportunity to set something up here again. Maybe, yeah, maybe. We'll keep an eye on it. Team T is actually pretty bullish. I would like to see this pointing up a little steeper, but both oranges are pointing up, both blues are pointing down. Majors, minors are pointing up. Up, not anymore. I lied. So it's 8:58 p.m. my time, Mountain Time. It would be interesting to see what happens on a 30-minute post here. My guess is once this posts, this is going to be pointing down. I almost want to take this trade in anticipation of that. I'm going to hold off just because we have not, well, not just because, but I mean, mainly because we're sticking to our rules here with thin oranges needing to agree. But also, we still have not closed under this pressure here. And if we continue to go down here, we actually will have a good Hydra, which we'd. I'm going to tee up this trade just in case. Oh, man. Okay, let's see what happens at the post here. 2-1 post. Okay, it is pointing down. Down. Okay, we're getting mixed signals in TMT, so we wouldn't take a trade either way. And this Hydra kind of fell apart too, so wouldn't take a trade there, even if the TMTs were looking better. Man, this is just almost too perfect. Like, how could you not just shoot up after that? How could you not? How just how? How could you? How could you just not do it? I don't know. Hmm. I mean, if we're looking at patterns, we do have a pretty bearish looking flag here. I mean, the theory is at some point, or the idea, let's see how this posts. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the idea with this is that, like, we're losing buying pressure, but we're maintaining. Let's see. Am I putting this? Am I saying this right? Yeah. Momentum toward the upside is slowly losing momentum while um, what am I trying to say? Yeah, buying momentum is going down. At some point, the bears at this levels are going to win. That's the idea of the flag. But, I mean, then again, it's just something to look at. It's not doctrine. Oh my gosh. I mean, it could just go boop. Very well could. These are, there we go. Which is actually, going back to losing buying pressure overall here, it's actually good news for, what we're looking at here. That's pointing down. That's pointing down. Have a bit of a gray dagger action here. And if we could commit to the downside here, we could actually look at taking a trade. Oh, maybe. Oh, man. It just has not moved in the last 5 minutes, though. I mean, oh, okay. There's a little movement. This could be the first post under this line, under the pressure. Oh, see if it stays. All right, we posted. And with that post, who's calling me? My wife is calling me. Hello. Okay, I'm just about done. Say what? Okay. She what? Oh, okay. I'll be there in just a sec. Okay, and with that, we're going to go ahead and call it. Market's just not moving enough right now for me to have a whole lot of confidence that it's going to move how we want it to. So, with that, thanks for watching. See you next time.